Hey guys, Heather here. Gosh, side note, I remember when I first got my computer and I was so geeked about having a webcam and being able to do videos. This is like in 2011, which I know webcams existed before 2011, but I was geeked about it and I thought the video quality was good. And now I'm looking at this and I'm like, this video quality is not that great. Just saying. Anyways, hi. How are you guys doing? Um, I hope everybody is doing well. It is Monday, and I have to tell you guys. First of all, I wanted to check in last week. I did go back to Weight Watchers. We'll go back to. I've been a Weight Watcher. I've still been signed up. I just hadn't been to a meeting in a really long time, and by really long time, I mean a couple of months. But I finally went back. I checked in. Last Wednesday, I weighed in at 294, I want to say. 294? Point something. 294 point something, which not as horrific as I was expecting, although I knew because I had weighed in at home. So I kind of had a roundabout idea anyways. I need to stop moving my hands because look at that motion. That is insane. Sorry. Yay! I had already weighed in at home, and I kind of already knew what was up with my weight. Get it? What was up? So, why do I feel like the quality is really, like, delayed? It's really weird and kind of trippy. Oh, well. We're rolling, baby. Alright, so anyways, I kind of knew where I was, and I went, and sure enough, 294 point something. So from the last time I was to Weight Watchers, which was in October, just before my last half marathon, it was 284. 283 or 284 point something. So I was up like 10 point something pounds. So you know what? I'm gonna say okay. It is what it is, and not where I would like to be, but definitely could have been way worse. So, anyways, today I mapped out a plan, which this is so novice because I actually am going to have like multiple maps and plans written out and devised. So this is just like one of a few that I'm going to have over the course of 2014. So when you look at this, be like, what's so great about this? Well, just stay tuned, okay? You're gonna see more. But anyways, so and you probably can't even really see this. Oh yeah, I guess you can. Okay, so I mapped out my my workouts for the next 3 weeks. I get to put a little star right here because I did do today's workout. Yay. And this coincides with, I use Run Coach, an online running training program. It's pretty much awesome. It is awesome. If you are looking to really invest in your running, and I'm telling you this from a woman that has done 4 half marathons, anywhere between 280 pounds and 325. Okay? So this is not a resource that is only for elite runners. But if you are looking for for something and you've signed up for a half marathon and you are looking for some sort of a training program, I would highly recommend Run Coach because I got them, was lucky enough to be able to use them last year in the summer as I was preparing for the October Detroit Free Press Half Marathon, and of course, it was mixed with a lot of things. It was mixed with me being on point with what I was eating, and it was mixed with me doing a lot of strength conditioning, which is a key. But following their plan, I was able to shave off a good 20 or so minutes off of my previous half marathon time. So and my endurance changed a ton. Now, there were a lot of factors, so I don't want to say like it was all Run Coach, but I definitely enjoyed using them. It's tailored to your needs as a runner, your pace, your abilities, all that kind of stuff. You know, you input it, or with help from an online like tutor, not tutor, you know, like help desk or whatever. Like they're totally hands-on. They'll help you to kind of devise your plan. It's awesome. So if you're looking into something, Run Coach, check them out. Anyway, so I used that information from Run Coach and to see. Now, my next half marathon is in May. I'm doing the Traverse City Bayshore Half Marathon. And it's in May. And that's a ways away. It's actually at the end of May. It's Memorial Weekend. So it's a ways away. So a lot of my training right now is only calling for 1 to 2 miles, which for me, where I am in my running, I guess you could look at it as like, oh, 1 to 2 miles, that's not that hard. But here's the way I'm looking at it. Yeah, 1 to 2 miles is pretty standard for me. Like, that would be a light, to me, if I was just to go to the gym and do 1 to 2 miles, that would be a fairly light workout. So the way I'm looking at it is I want to do things during those 1 to 2 miles, starting out, like speed drills, like hills, like different things like that on the treadmill, and really working on my endurance and really working on getting faster in that way, because speed drills and hills, that's a surefire way, and strength conditioning, surefire way to improve your time and your pace. But so I'm looking at it like that, you know, instead of looking and saying, oh, just 1 to 2 miles, that's simple. No, I want to mix it up. I definitely want to mix it up and use those 1 to 2 miles. Not every time, but, you know, kind of mix it up and get in some different drills like that, some speed and hills and whatnot. So anyways, this is my plan. And I also include in here, I have, on Fridays I do Tabata boxing, and many of the other days, and with the running, I do strength training, arms, core, legs, that kind of jazz. So I'm mixing it up, but I feel so good about this. Like, I feel like, you know what? Here's the thing, like, it'd be so easy for us to I do the same thing. I look ahead, like, okay, well, this was just one day. This is just one day. Maybe tomorrow you're going to screw up. Maybe next week you're going to screw up. This is just one day, Heather. You got to do it all over again. No, just, like, embrace the day, you know? Okay, today, hello notifications. Today, I knew what I needed to do. I, had a cross training. My training called for cross training, so I did the elliptical and whatnot, and I got it done. And, and I just feel good for today. And then tomorrow, I will just live in tomorrow's moment. That's kind of where I want to be. I want to stop, like, looking, it's hard because when you're training and when you're looking in advance to different events, and yeah, you kind of need to look in advance, but I kind of don't want to too much. Wow, I use my hands a lot. I put them between my legs. Anyways, I feel like I got off track there, but so I'm excited about mapping it out. I'm a very visual person, very visual. So being able to do this, and it might seem kind of elementary to some people, like, oh yeah, it's like a reward chart, like, oh, you can put a sticker there. Well, you know what, I am a teacher, and I get it, just because we're adults doesn't mean that we don't like to see things accomplished and kind of give ourselves a pat on the back. Now, maybe I'm not, rewarding myself with a sticker or something like that. But, to give it a check mark or, kind of check it off that you did it. Oh, hand back to my legs. Wow, that sounded really bad. I'm so sorry. I mean, I just feel like you start to see your progress. You see it on paper, and then as that is happening, you start to see it in your body, and you start to see it in what you're doing, which leads me into part 2 of this vlog, and I'm going to then wrap it up. So I'm on the elliptical tonight, and it dawns on me that we're like in the 3rd week of January, and I've yet to stop and like say, in 2014, my goal is to lose. I really, for the most part, I've not even really thought about that. I mean, I guess, maybe I've thought of it, but I haven't really thought of it. I hope this makes sense. I just don't feel like I have any pressure. And so I'm thinking about this, and I'm kind of like internalizing it as I'm working out, and I'm like, that is exactly the point of this whole journey. Like, this is what it's about. Like, maybe I'm not exactly where I need to be right now, but I have made tremendous progress since I began my journey in 2011. And maybe a lot of what's happened has worked me up to this point. Like, to realize, whoa, every new year, every new week, every new month, whatever the case may be, it's not about looking and saying, my goal is to lose, fill in the blank. Maybe it's like, what? My goal is to get stronger. My goal is to run a faster mile. My goal is to be able to lift a certain amount of weights. My goal is by the end of the year, I want to be different physically. Maybe that means that aesthetically I look different physically. Maybe it means I'm different physically in my power and my strength, whatever that may be. But it dawns on me, it's like, no, my goal in the year, by the end of this year and throughout the year, month by month, week by week, day by day, isn't necessarily to see every week, yeah, of course I'm going to do my Weight Watchers weigh-ins. Of course I am. But it's not about, like, that's just one little additional thing to keep me on track. My goal is my body, and like making my body healthier and stronger. Because if I stick to this, it took a moment to get the whole glare off. If I stick to this, then at the end of the year, the scale will reflect something. I don't really need to worry about it. Because if I'm there, if I'm checked into what I need to do for my body, the rest will take care of itself. Just trust that. Trust it. That was my epiphany. I'm sure other people have had it in this world. But I had it today on the elliptical at about minute 14. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Little fun fact. So and I'll share some of these things with you guys in another vlog. I love to learn. My passions in life have changed so much, and I love to learn. I've always loved to learn. I'm a huge book person. I just love reading. I love learning, etc. So my gym is awesome. They give you free classes about different topics as it relates to health and fitness. Tonight there was one about kicking your sugar habit. And lots of great information that I would have to share in a totally separate vlog, and I'm running out of time, so I really need to hurry. But a little fun fact, those Yoplait yogurts that we probably have all had? Little Yoplait yogurts. Same amount of sugar in those things as if you were to drink an entire Red Bull. Just food for thought. Just saying. Alright, guys. Hope everybody's doing wonderful. And just, be in the day. If every day you woke up and it was your day, today is the day. What if you woke up every day and it was the day? Would you embrace it? What would you do with it? Comment below. Let me know. Share with me. What would you do if you woke up every single day and it was the day? What would you do? I'd love to hear. I'd love to read it, what you guys would do. Alright, guys. Until next time, take care, be well, and I will check with you later. Bye. It didn't stop. Bye.